This might take a while. Check my scenes because I am gonna. There we go. Uh, okay. I'm gonna check on some stuff before I sort of don't. That was a great way of dealing with things. That's how things are stated properly. Uh, anyway, welcome to another. Um, I would have to make sure I don't screw this up since I'm also like talking to someone. So oh boy, oh boy, fun. All right, so we're gonna. So I'm doing the promoting, but I've sort of checked. I think there's enough content on on the stream, etc., 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 whatever, for me to. Man, I wish I know what I'm doing. Let me just check. Close this one up. Uh, quick. So, so there would be. Gosh. So, yes. Probably. Uh, Um, this might take a while though. I am just slow as molasses. But we are going to talk more about the usual card stuff. Yeah. Could get playing cards. But we're gonna. I don't know how to put this. Okay, so I said playing cards, right? Uh, I've checked the Discord and all some stuff, and I have assessed that there'd be enough. Uh, there'd be enough. Like I check it. There might be enough material for me to do things. Probably at least enough for me to have a substantial stream of talking. I really should be the. If all this, you'd think that after all the ways I screw everything up when I do all this, I would know, I would have learned how to uh, do better, actually do some actual proper research. But I still do it like on the spot because I am definitely an idiot. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm still not done promoting. Gosh, this, man, this is just gonna start piling up if things too persistent. Um, is there like a way to do this manually, or is just really sheer human human uh, willpower that's gonna be involved? It's also a reason for me to try to get through this really quickly. Possible stuff basically. I might have to check some stuff. There is. Oh, I would say because one, there isn't much, and two, I'm probably not gonna be able to drag a lot of content here. Though I will try to hit the minimum. Yeah, I'm just talking like randomly because I don't have any get back. I don't have any get back on music. Won't get me copyright stricken, but it's very important that I make sure that I don't leave any dead air here every now and then. If this is just taking a while, I assure you guys that something's happening. It's just that the way my piece is set up, the way the things are like setting up right now, just going clicking a channel, pasting a link and then pressing enter takes like 30 seconds. If you guys have any sort of general Kickstarters that you would want me to check out, or you know, on this stream, feel free to drop them on this on the chat. It's a great way to extend stream time. Okay, very genius way. I've never actually gone to like general other Kickstarters in other categories, though I'm sure it would be a great one, would be a great ride. I just don't know what I would have to do to get myself some of that shitty Kickstarter stuff. Which it's a I know what I'm doing expect like dead genre, but it's such a good genre anyway. If there are folks out there who think that, since they have since they have this idea that's worth money. I say as I try to publish a freaking book. Anyway, I think it's time for us now to do it. We're not gonna do the front page thing because I have been linked some card projects that I have not yet not yet seen. And here it is. I have not checked this due to some concerns, but with 67 hours to go, it's we're still gonna count this as an active project. Okay, let's start. I said let's start. Oh shit, it's not working. So if it okay, okay. Actually, let's just Lord of the Rings since I started to use. Thing is, I'm not. Okay, so special and middle enterprises. I'm not. How about they in this state? But yes, right. Okay, this one is fine. Does have the good look to it. Gilded, of course, everyone loves that. So the gold foil back design is an add-on, Kickstarter exclusive. It does have the ornate feel like I would expect from Lord of the Rings. So at least you got that right. Fellowship Legacy Edition, and here is the style of the art. It it's hey, in all fairness, it's very uh, good, very comic booky. So yeah, so so it's not something. So there's nothing to complain art style wise, but I really have to make sure that I haven't read the books. I really should, but yeah, those are the things, and each of them has this these themed gilding, which really makes it a nice illuminated place. And then there's the jokers and you know, the aces. So it's a great one for the things. It doesn't do anything terrible, to say the least. It deserves all the funding, though. I think there were some issues over like, it's just this pack will just like a. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but it is. But it's once it's fun, it's practically merch. So I'm not sure about the whole. There was some issue like I read on the Discord. I didn't like catch to it, so I can't talk about it. But it does. But it does look like what you expect for something Lord of the Rings. It's not. It's very. It's pretty. Okay, and it really it has this beautiful illuminated magic. And all in all, it's really robust. There's pretty much nothing I can assail to it, though. So the pip cards are like this is the only pictures I have. This is the only pictures of them. Right. I could like talk more about the pips, but given that it's not, but it seems like it's not really a strong feature of it. But come on, there's like even unique map fragments. Don't do me dirty. Yeah, whatever. It's beautiful anyway. Next up is waves. Yeah, the reason I skipped the thing was I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm feeling like doing doing some long scroll. But we're gonna have to wait for the waves. Gosh, this. Gosh, for some reason my just say my air passages aren't exactly clear as I thought they were. Because I'm an idiot. Um. Okay, let's see. We're continuing on with waves, as I said. It's not. It's not. Oh, I think. Oh, I think it's actually the fact that I have such a really horribly congested setup on this place, which means unless I sort of wait it out, I'm sure it's gonna stop at the 9 second. Okay, introducing Playguard project after 2 years in development. A mesmerizing illusion design that will play tricks with your mind. Da, da, da. From the producer of the iconic Mint playing cards. Creative Cards is proud to present. Of course, it's gonna man. This is gonna. Well, I would comment about how much it would heck, but like 159 out of 13 grand with 24 days to go. Unsurprising, it's 52 cards after all. Waves. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, going backward. And that's it. That's the thing. Motion illusion design. I, I get it. This look like it's really wavy and all, but it's not. But it's so weak in my as I see it. 3D depth illusion design. Like I said, like total one-way design. You should have said it. Custom face designs. But oh yeah, the 3D is slightly strong if you play with it, right? But anyways, premium card quality. Okay, if like you put it that way, it's really weak. I don't know. Then there's Day One Edition, inverted. Limited Edition, borderless. Uh, anyway, so that's basically it. So 5-way Chichuiche. Was a free education for students of card magic. Over the years, each channel must win most of the card, blah, 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 blah. So there's 2016 Mint and Mint 2. After 2 years in development, excited returning to with brand new playing card design. Waves. With this, okay, so it'll play tricks when you're my side of card for while its design comes with a space back and forth with subtle movement. I mean, it kind of is, but like I said, it's rather weak. Yeah, yeah. Of course, they're gonna have to be subjected to that because it is not very strong, or at least it's not. So yeah, so this is something. So there's some subjectivity to it. We're not talking about. Oh gosh, I hope you guys don't have any motion sickness because I am gonna do it up like this. Okay, so I hope you guys aren't that easily dizzy because I'm gonna show something that has a strong move. See that these ones are. This one I never got, like the Into the Priest move. It does not actually work on me unless like drag it around like that. But yeah, this one. But yeah, this one's side. This is like the front page of. Okay, look at it. It's touch. This is strong. This is the strong stuff. Rotating snake is so strong on me. I think in general, rotating snakes like this one is like generally strong anyway. But we're gonna go back to the waves. So that illusion is a 3D depth, which does have an effect, but also slightly weak. It doesn't really kind of pop out at me that much. Oh, because I'm a dumbass. And of course, the functional one-way design, flipbook design, and so of course, look at it. It looks like it's animated, and one-way decks of this kind would Yeah, there would be some folks that would there are some tricks. So this is a magician deck. Base design is wavy, and it looks like it looks like something I'd see at a coffee shop or one of those places where like the design's so freaking thin and all. It does have the wave though, so that's got going enough for it. And the number cards, oh, it is wavy. The jokers are identical. Tastefully customized base cards. Elegant Ace of Wavy Touch, Night Color Schemes, and of course it's the wave, Great Wave. The standard. This is a standard edition, and that mass produced and continue to sell long term. So that's it. The day one exclusive. So only for gosh, can you believe it? Only $1, but it's only available for the first 24 hours. That's an add-on. Gosh, this is how. No, this is one of those few things that like playing card Kickstarter does really well. It's ensuring and because how do I put this? Uh, give me a moment. Okay, and the way it kind of goes is like this. So you have a playing card, right? You have a playing card project, right? You want to make sure that this playing card makes it, or at least fun for it. Now, just having the playing card as is may not be enough for some folks because the playing card as a designer has only been done to that like 100,000 times, and I'm just contributing to flogging this dead horse. And so you're gonna have a good convincer to say it's gonna be worth contributing to this because guess what? Contributing to this money, trust us. And generally, what you have to that is, come spend your money for this. We got something special for you if you want. And that comes usually in this sort of add-on and add-on, stretch goals, exclusivity. Because you want to because guess what? The deck that you see, any schmuck can get that. It's the schmuck level deck. Okay, it's something that I can get. I wait to put myself down like that. But yeah, anyone can get it. Anyone can get. Okay, but you know what? If you just give some more money, you can be in the cool kids club, where you can get this deck that is gonna be a bit rare because we have to control the supply, and so you get stuff like this. And the general way the fancier decks happen is usually through limited runs. So and rarely do you get this sort of limited time stuff wherein anyone can come here in this time period and then they have the money and then they can have the money, blah blah blah. Still, this is a very common way of a way to convince your folks to spend their money. Because guess what? The idea of exclusivity is really strong, and it's stronger than say having cool uncut sheets because those are just extras. Uh, really optional stuff and just collector like high level collector crap. If you want to go to those who would, there's gonna be like a subset that would willing to go the extra mile just so they can get a hold of some exclusive decks. That's usually uh that's usually the slight market these folks get. Because guess what? Because one of the things is that of course most of these folks would then be more than happy to head on out and sell the fuck out of these things. It's kind of a miracle that they have there's like no other like playing card appraisals on Antiques Roadshow because we're kind of going close to folks who would just say, okay, I have this thing, sealed deck of playing cards, yeah, and it's gonna mature, and the value is gonna pretty much rise up as fast as a Tiffany vase. Anyways, let me just deal with something in the bathroom. I'll be back real quick. Don't worry. I just realized that I played those two videos with the audio off, the desktop audio off. Well, I can't rectify that since to be fair, kind of minor, kind of pretty minor anyway. So as I was saying, the help me the market for this is really tough. Like if we just move ourselves out of Kickstarter for a bit, okay? There are folks right now as I speak who are like who are like watching out for the next Fontaine drop so that they can get a hold of them. Fontaines are this playing cards. It's one of the main hype decks, as I would put it. Now what would sort of happen is that there would be some folks who would just like buy that, sit on it, and really hope that this thing would would really much mature. It's I know it's a weird market because it's sort of a weird market to think about because I'm in this relatively niche subset, or at least the folk. Like I would treat the deck of cards as deck of cards and actually use them, but and so like these things sort of don't. I keep saying it that these things don't really like convince me that much. Like the only reason I would even want to support is because someone on the Kickstarter said, "Hey guys, I made this, please support," and I would because I love you. But otherwise, I would not like bat an eyelid for it unless, say, I like the looks. I also like the stuff, or even it's a great way for me to like spend some money. Like I would, like for example, like I'm just gonna be a bit wishy-washy with this. So the store, so I bought stuff. I got some survey money, right? And I bought some play. The first thing about like playing arts cards, which are great. The two when they were still selling it in 2-pack. And then later on, when I had to spend the money because it was on this, the money came to me in sort of standalone card that would expire that would was expiring. I spent them all on a couple of illusionist decks. I would not have any plans in it, but one I sort of, but say okay, maybe I would also love to get outside plans of getting Knights V2 then, but there's also like their mystery deck, which is basically the pre-release deck. I took that, and I know if any, and I wouldn't have given a flip about that, but alas, it's a great way to spend the money. Anyway, um, and yeah, I know this is kind of funny. I got it before really got into Twitch because if the circumstance were any different, I would have spent it the commissions. Though probably not as though even then I wouldn't have because guess what? I already have someone I'd mind to commission if when I could have when I got said money, but I didn't. That's a big tangent, but yeah, this sort of subset of folks who would just try to get who would pretty much sniff at every chance jump at every chance of exclusivity is sort of your cash cow, whether you like it or not. Because the normal folks who would just say, I like this deck of cards, I want to give to it, and they would just give the baseline for that, or even stuff like that. Those come a dime a minute. Those are like expected sources. I'm talking out of my ass. I'm so sorry. But if you got these folks who are more than happy to just go for it, like go big time into just going into making sure they get the exclusives, they get deck number one. If you just keep them at the edge of their seat like that, you're set. Maybe, who knows? So it's a little bit risky though, because if you don't have it, if you sort of you have to deliver like this one. Anyways, this is the Kickstarter exclusive. Let's see, and these are like this is the general Kickstarter exclusives are part and parcel. Also a thing. Wherein another way to make sure because because the whole talk about the how these cards play seems to be an afterthought, or at least they're kind of just this. Most of the good bunch of playing card collector folks would not want to depreciate the value of these things by using them. Like I know someone who would like buy two of them, two of each deck. Say one is for like use or review, and the other one's literally just there as, but basically with the same purpose as a gold bar. Anyway, so this is the border list, which I think is really pretty, but for the advantage, the motion illusion, yeah, not working for me. Once the campaign is on over there, and cost the same amount standard deck. Okay, so the main factor make truly limited in. Okay, here we go. The main factors that truly limit scarcity, timing, and acquisition cost. This pricing module achieves all that. The limited edition decks are the same price as standard edition decks, but the barrier of entry cost is increased by making them only available in bundles. This structure also restricts the number of decks per pack and the total quantity of decks printed. These limited will only be available for a limited duration and will never be reprinted. I, so okay, this one seems to be that for the limited edition, this one, because this one is not. This one's easy. Just back and back it, and someone gets some. This one has seems to be doing a bit of a compromise, I guess. I don't know the best way to put it, but generally, limited editions on Kickstarter involve money involve sorry not money involve a limited number, and the common way to do that is to say you're gonna have a limited run anyway. Now, of course, now for now in most Kickstarter decks would have a limited number, would have a limited run by the nature of it having to take its money from Kickstarter, but the exclusive ones, the more limited ones, say they would have to limit it even more. So let's say um, this one's sort of a hard example to set because the implication is that they would actually do continuous prints of the main of the standard editions. So let's just say I have this deck project. Okay, I the standard edition I would say would be a limited run, but simply because I'm not a some such because I'm not exactly this heavy print guy. So let's say I'm gonna give it like 5,000. 5,000 common number. What would how would I then fit the limited edition in a limited edition to all this? The easiest way is to say, well, this limited edition there will only be 500 of them. This tends to work, but I guess one of the biggest issues that's sort of happening is that can happen is scalping. There would be folks out there would just like hoard as much as they could and then just sell them with markup prices. I'm pretty sure scalp is gonna be a phenomenon in the playing card world because this stupid market thrives on limited editions. And if that's the case, you will definitely get scalpers up the wazoo. Okay. So for this one, what they did, based on what I see here, is that they only make them available in bundles, so that they'll make bundle. Man, how did I put this? Wait, let me just check like the ad. I'm sorry. We're sort of Oh, I think it's over here. Double deck quad. Oh man, why don't you have it here? Um. Okay, but all bundled reward packages. So like no, those are. I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. And so okay, so I see that the limited edition. There we go. So how to put this? So the way they would sort of do it is to make sure that timing acquisition. Oh, no. And it says here, this structure also helps restrict the number of decks per back, right? So that's why I got into scalper thing, because there seems to be because you won't restrict the number of decks per backer if you don't fear that by having a limited thing, someone out there would hoard them all. So what seems to be the idea is that back so that is that the gosh, sorry, is that um is that in this one is that the add-on, the exclusive deck add-on, will be tied to these higher pledges because the single deck is just a single deck. But if you have these things, what you would get is n, and then is a number of decks and an equal number of them. So you get, so for a brick it's 3 3 2 2. You get that. And the idea is that I think it's is that you cannot get any more. You are pretty much bound by by the tier you're backing with how many you get with how many limited decks you're getting. And even and the idea is that, and the reason this would work is because, yeah, wait, is that this one would have a continuous run. So even so the limited editions will remain limited, the standard will remain standard, but no one but there can be but the number of but there can be as many as but the number of decks that can exist out there is no longer limited to a finite number. I hope that made sense. And this is possible. And like I said, this is possible for something like this because they can just keep doing it. Who cares? And there's some single deck backers wherein there's already going to be more single decks than there would be limited decks. The standard decks than there are limited decks. Freaking genius. So yeah, let's look at the card quality. So let's just get away from me blabbering on about structures I know nothing about, and get on with um the wave. So this is the utmost importance. We serve as daily drivers, magicians, cards, and card players. Yeah, it's almost this is a yeah. You see that serve daily drivers. Yep, that's a deck that's expected to be used. So Cardamundi, and then Slimline through Lane and B9. Then the tuck case is that's really gorgeous. It does feel like it does have a tacky feel to it. I guess it's because I'm so used to seeing like I can like feel the matte lining on that. Like this thing is shiny, but this thing would have a friction when you rub your finger through it. Gosh, I know that thing. Lecture tech, all the bells and whistles, premium blah blah. We'll be announcing the stretch goals to unlock these. Okay. Which, by the way, is like 24 days to go for a freaking. Still no stretch goals. What the hell? We'll have a distinct color, of course. It's kind of cute. So the Wave Playing Card Project with a few people in mind, magicians, and yeah, this would be for magicians and live protectionists. Artist is genuine to beautiful artist, yeah. And here it is, collectors. There's a bug on my monitor. Wait up. There's a large and growing community of playing card enthusiasts always on the lookout for special decks to acquire and cherish. This project will integrate high collectible and limited decks are exclusively able to Kickstarter backers only. So yeah, this is card players is of course card players. And there's some top 5 reasons to back it. Yeah, we get it. Join the movement. I think there you have everything covered. But you have to. But this is the crux of all the matter here. There would be you would need to deal with the subset of collectors. Usually, that would be your main. It seems to be that collector types are going to be your main base for on playing card Kickstarter, because no one gives a flip about, because only magicians would give a flip about whether they're good or not. Collectors would generally not want to use these decks for poker or something like that. I'm sure there's some folks who would I'm sure some these same folks would like have this sort of would buy some bicycle off convenience store. Would do that, then use it for friggin' euchre or whatever. But that's not. But I'm not one of those people. So yeah, I'm gonna prepare the Kickstarter front page so I could search for some playing cards because I've covered a few and I don't want to open the Discord window because I think it's gonna start melting if I do any more trouble with it. So we'll see the bringing the believer, the return of a little attractor. I've seen copies of Believer magazine on frigging uh uh on a thrift store. Then language immersion, I think when you do. Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna do much of that. We're gonna go for playing card. Beautiful. Ow. Okay, so let's do edition, which is apparently upcoming, so I can't talk about it actually. We'll have to wait. I don't want to like notify land. I want May 19. Okay. Okay, let's start now with some grades. So we've done High Court with 9. uh, and I think I've done Legionary. I'll check. Game chips, the locker. I've done. What if I koi fishes? I've done that. 420. I think I've done that. Oh, I've definitely done that. So we're gonna sort it by newest. Now this is the part where I can tell you nothing really is happening. Okay, we do Cosmos and then Wisteria. We can do that. We can do this. Wow, we're gonna do a lot tonight, boys. This is great. Okay, so yeah, I'm sort of. So here is a fully illustrated card deck featuring the star signs and their elements. Give me a moment, I'm gonna check some stuff on the Discord. Okay, definitely not. Combining my love of card deck with my love of astrology to make a astrology kind of team deck. That's it. That's a very fast one. The deck itself is a stand. Oh yeah, I've covered this. Yeah. I guess to compensate for that fact, we'll check updates. Okay, thank you. Make this deck happen. Took months of research. Yeah. So these are the sketches. Wow. Okay. uh, oh no, I lost it. I lost the Legionary. Okay, we're gonna do this first. Let me check. It's only been 2 weeks. Why the heck do I forget? Okay. Legionary captures the legend of the Roman citizen. Once quickly the Roman legion and now turned gladiator. Okay. Sorry. Um, let me just. Where my nose start itching? Okay, back. Here we go. Legionary is a uniquely designed custom deck of playing card that brings together two legendary words: the Legionary story and the Roman gladiator. Legionary armor, created by Jody Eklund. Yoda. Sorry. Yoda Eklund. What? So anyway, we get to so this is the Dawn edition. I think it's the strategic 3D embossing, everyone's favorite. And then the cards would be printed by Legends. And then why does it matter? This is the first time. I think I've seen this before, but I don't just know this. So this one just said, oh yeah, our printing method is gonna be CMYK. So poker classic, I think it's just Legend stock. So this is the day. I don't know. There's nothing to. Okay, because this one is blue hat temple. This one is just black bronze. This bronze and blue. I think these are just the standard these are standard decks. I'm not sure. Because Dusk is definitely handmade bad black vintage leather tuck case and a special handicraft technologically. It's leather and cardboard, so look at that. This is the exclusive. This is the delicious version. And it's gonna be have gilded, yes, usual stuff, and there's some metal extra cards. So we're not playing that. The arena set would have, yep. Legendary playing cards and the metal cards. Then the cards are these. They're you know they're pretty rough. I like it. There's it brings the point home. It's gladiators. It's got combat. It's got armor. It's got cheese. Wait, uh, Ace of so yeah, the Jokers, the number cards, number card. Oh, why are they framed like this? Kind of looks dumb actually. At least the framing style, but this thing here is badass. I the way the thing is like this feels really it just feels wrong. Okay, pip cards with the border on with a bordered pip cards always feel wrong. The back is also pretty darn detailed, and the add-ons, not much. It's just the same. There's also done stretch goals, 18 grand for. Excuse me, this one. They're still they've been unlocked, so the Legionary Dust System seen there, and then redesign Arena's case. So yeah, Legend cards. I think yeah, pretty good. This is so for. I mean, for the sake of the theming, I guess the frame sort of kills it. Otherwise, it's very faithful to the theme. It is pretty Roman. Can't complain about it. Yeah, it's so gritty. I would have to say it's got this gritty look to it, which is sort of fitting because we're talking about Roman Roman stuff here. Of course, you really can't get really bloody. So, but safe to say it. Safe to say it's pretty. It's fine. See, I mean, we got funded big time. So next up is the locker playing cards, the Nail of Merchant Mariner's Sons. Okay, I love playing card games all my life. Hurrah. My professional, okay, from Go Fish, okay, so blah blah. Cribbage. Why is it freaking tilted? You don't need to do that. It's in italics. And definitely the side market with principal advantage in art. Playing cards. I'm sure every graphic designer has done that, so you're not alone. So the concept incorporate the pips for a number of a completely unique claim. Originally, oh, so transformation style. Oh, it's a bit of a hybrid. So there are some folks that still do transformation deck. Emmanuel, I can't forget Emmanuel Jose used to do it. I don't know if they're up for it now. It kind of sucks that I can no longer get a hold of those freaking cards anymore. Cause look at this stuff here. This is clever. This is modern. This is modern style of card of what would be called transformation cards. We'll see. So graphic form and fingers potential limit. Okay, we're gonna see. So this is the ace. Okay, go. These are full images. So yeah, there would. These are just full images. So there would be. They get reduced. I gotta say this. I this is computer. This is like computer graphics, and yet the way it looks sort of make sure it looks less like a Windows, like one of those 3D game, those early 90s 3D games, and look really sort of almost almost a bit above that. I'm not saying it's bad, but it does look like it's one. It does look like early CG. But it kind of looks like early CG in principle, but somehow it's the good one. Okay, that's how I do it. The detail is pretty. The detail's fine. The detail's pretty good actually. I have to say. These ones, yeah. The chord cards are this. Gosh, I don't want to read every single one of this. It's so lore heavy, so we'll just let the stuff talk about it. It's skulls because it's a shipwreck. Yeah, there's lore to this, but we're not gonna. But we're better off not sort of going through it all. It's macabre. Holy crap. So the theme is macabre to say well, it takes to these things. Then the number cards. Okay, here's the okay. I've read. Okay, I've just seen a sneak about it, but the idea is that there would be is that there would is that there would be a way to sort of incorporate thing the hand into the pip count, which is sort of done in this sort of pedestrian way. So, pedestrian way because it's not a better way, but it does show for that. It's kind of just this concept is kind of really interesting to say the least. Though it does rely on though you would have to rely on the indices because these are, I guess, on the once they're printed, they're not that strongly visible as pip cards. But otherwise, yeah, it's just yeah. Where the heck do you get to see a deck of playing cards based on a shipwreck? And like we're talking about the bodies in here. So the dealer coins are fine. Red goals would be gilded, so fancy talks would be limited. Stream stretch would be 4 talk limited edition. Ooh, and there's also this one, which is now this is a 3D rendered chest, okay? And even and this and it's even gonna say that's gonna be using mahogany. And these are the decks, and it's kind of nice, but it's such a freaking macabre feel to it. It's such an unusual theme. Um, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen sort of a theming of this way, because there are some that have dealt with like aquatic fauna, but no one has ever thought, let's get a theme based on the freaking corpses you might see under the sea. And you might freaking nail it. I don't know. It's freak. Somehow even with this freakiness, it's not really unnerving. I guess it's the way that stuff's rendered, but it is. But there is a lot of to take in with this, and it's just it's this. Just not much. Though my main worry is that I hope the cutting would be nicer to you. I'm not. Let's just say that the way this thing is, the way the full blown images look, do not exude confidence in me, and I do hope the finished product does not have sharp corners. But yeah, this is clever concept. Next up is Cosmos Place Playing Card Poker Deck. Excuse me. I think okay. As far as I'm concerned, this I've seen them. I think they follow me on Instagram because I do hang out at playing because I do follow like playing cards in Instagram accounts for the sake of getting a chance of winning, which I have never done, which is yet to happen to me. I've never actually won a single thing. I have won more stuff on Twitch. Okay, let me rephrase. I have won more physical stuff on Twitch than on Instagram. And though in general I have won more stuff on Twitch than on Instagram. Okay, but we're not gonna. But I'm not gonna go flex the draws I got as much as they're cute. Uh, so okay, so in case you're wondering what that physical thing I won one sticker. That's one of the more physical things than the playing card stuff on Instagram. I'm not even doubting that they're real. I'm just doubting that whether whenever I join, it's still valid. Anyway, I hope the desktop's muted, so we are going to start the video. This might take a while. Here we go. That's an actual video for that's actual video footage. You can see this camera shake. I if you want to show that this is professionally made, don't make it feel don't make this panning footage feel like a home video. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I want to talk more about but. Oh, okay. Sorry. That was a glitch. I think, like guys, you guys know you can just have, you can just do this with a tripod, you know. But I get it. Okay. Okay. So let's just here. So there's already there's already some delicious content for me to um pin over here, but we're talking. But I mean space, and yet you just in space, and most of your focus is the freaking solar system. All I'm saying, like, there's probably enough stuff on on the known universe for you guys to fit on 52 decks. But no, you're gonna repeat it per rank. I hate you for that. So C25 color system following the side suits. So yeah, 4 color suits. Information. HCPC. Okay, the back design is a ripoff of the Heroes logo. Gosh, it's minimal, yes, but damn, it's lacking. The face design is literally just this one, which is just circular stuff, and they're symmetrical. So it's yeah, they do say it's a solar system, so I'll give them that. So well, you could have just said solar system theme, but I'm splitting hairs. So angular sci-fi facelift. Oh, it's blockier. Okay, so Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. Earth. Not much. I mean, the thing is, you've seen this. You've seen them all. This would be the same picture in all four of the nines, the eights. You get the idea. And of course, Pluto, Eris. And what at least at least no one's gonna go complaining about the lack of representation of Pluto on this thing. People are still sort of mad over the arbitrary nature of scientific taxonomies. So, hey, okay, let me just check. I have something to comment on my Twitter feed, but nah. So, suit design is. I've seen this style. I've seen this sort of style before, so I don't think there isn't much. But yeah, they remain the same. I love it, but with the only difference between being the suit colors. I must say, this is a clear way of saying, yeah, we're probably not gonna be asked to have a unique photo for every single one of them. So I hope this is a good compromise. So and apparently the main differences here is just like the info. But damn, I have a deck of cards like that work that way. It's this African American theme deck from USPCC. Same freaking concept. The Jokers are the Big Bang and the Midway. Hurrah! The tuck case. This is how you do it for the freaking box. You could have added more. I know you want to go for minimal, but this is not the way. And if you're gonna be minimal with the back, why aren't you minimal at the front? Just saying. The standard edition, the gold edition is also that, but with gilding. Oh, there's more editions. Gosh, the gold doesn't even look cool at all. It looks like copper. And then the brick box. This looks like contraband. I don't know why. I don't know how somehow you managed to go cheap on you sort of gone fancy on the front, still managed to get cheap in the middle of the process, and then sort of had a sharp downturn for the rest of the deck. It's kind of amazing because you won't know from this front that the back is literally just going to be a ring with Cosmos on it repeated over and over. And of course, you get a seal sticker if you full funded. Yay! Anyway, seriously, even this one feels weird. Even this one has this weird lameness to it. Like, I guess you still want to go, oh, look, oh, they don't need to go for that. It's just, the space thing would be enough for the intrigue. You know, I'm not, but you know, you could have just done a bit more for the non-front bits. Like, I don't expect you to go full on like bicycle space thing where it just where it would be where the end result would be something so gaudy. The themed ones from your species here also look really tacky. But you know, it could have gone in that direction. Even if you're still gonna go say it's a minute. You get what I mean. You know what I mean when I talk about the bicycle. How those of your species decks look. Anyway, here's the Wisteria playing cards. A handcrafted deck developed for simplicity with artistic. Oh no, AVG. Give me something to worry about. Too bad I don't care. Here's a handcrafted deck. Please play. Okay. Um. Why is this the first shot? What does this have to do with playing cards? Oh shit, it's offering. Although I do relate to him, I also sometimes sleep on the couch. Chattanooga, Tennessee. I don't get. How sure are we that this is a deck of playing cards? Okay, that's enough for me to want to bail, but okay, is that a penny board? Because yeah, Fricker's really gonna longboard. We're gonna have a montage of a guy longboarding for a playing card project. Oh wait, look at the field of flowers. It's Wisteria's. Because it's Wisteria. Ooh. Oh. I mean they look like it, but this is the one I. Gosh, this is because. Oh, it's not. It just looked like it. But I don't think there was. That's it. I'm giving up. I'm not gonna tolerate this anymore. So, vintage in my project was both nostalgia film photography, but timing a new purple deck in the community, eh? That's an inside joke I won't understand. Mostly because I don't know if how many purple decks are there, given that I'm an idiot. Okay, but I was about to read the. Okay, the bold color choice came from early exploration film photos that Sam sent to Daniel. The simplicity of the back design is meant to let the cards and glass before the text stays in. Four party side breaks the photo into four sections. Okay. Outside the box, side designs in very accessible. I sure shouldn't be using a pair to. I've been known for being a shit. So. Okay, the chords are. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a pretty clever take. And the fancy cards get the good fancy treatment. It's ridiculous. It's got that bold sort of art. I don't know. This like sort of bold. It, it the chords are like bold. Okay, that's I'm gonna say. The pips are decent. So the box design is also like that. Gliders, the premium training blunt. Wait, this thing has wait yeah. Oh man, this thing has glide. And there's of course the shirt. I would say this is not a great shirt, to say the least. Like it only wowed me with the design over here. The the back of this deck, the back of the deck is also pretty decent. This thing here is sort of really is loud enough. But this thing here is a But this thing here is literally a shirt I expect like a dad to wear the grill out. And I want to say it most in the nicest of terms. You can probably like fix it even. You can probably fix it better. But this does not exude like fancy deck to me. This really does exude. I'm gonna see this in the thrift store in the next 2 years. Anyway, signed, sealed, and numbered, and then yeah, blah. I gotta say, whatever. So yeah, this design's pretty fine enough. It's not. It doesn't need to do a lot. It need not to. The chord cards are really nice. I have to say, and it is pretty good. It is kind of yeah. It is decent. It is fine. Chattanooga. There's of course a single deck fight, which I think is still open. Apparently, $11 though. We'll see. So the box is a bit yeah, it's a bit unseen in this picture. So this is the one in the box. So it it is the way this styling though is kind of everything. It's just that it need not pretend that much, but it's still pretty loud. Anyway, so that's Wisteria. We're gonna do. Gosh, I don't like this. Card Masters is. Okay, market manipulation I haven't covered, so we'll do that. Signs of Paragon, Superhero Bus. I don't want to do it because there is a heavy lore around to that. He's been doing decks of cards for the Sigils of Paragon, and I have actually gone back to where I was a couple of weeks ago, which is fun to say the least. I'm gonna have to, but I'm gonna probably prepare for these related stuff later on. For now, when the artist Yanka Latechkova, which I don't know how to say, I don't know how to read check. Okay, so and why this is like the third this is like the third time I noticed the guy making the stuff is from Tennessee. What's up in Nashville? When the artist Bianca so project might be only one to find creatures of myth. I offer that they're doing a deck of style playing with mythical creatures, complete the work, but there will be so many multiple to miss, so I advise to do the 26 cards to include the 4 pages, which is weird because isn't like deck the rank that was taken out from Pirates to or the Cavaliers, so I'm a dumbass. Anyway, it's time to Major Arcana, so it's just for comprehensive stuff. We're not gonna do any of that anymore. We're just here for the designs. Okay. Oh, it's only just the spades, the hearts. They got lazy. Gosh, you don't have anything. Oh, I think. Oh, let me just check. There's a video. Maybe the video will explain everything to us. There's like only 9 cards for perusal. I'm gonna skip through this underneath. Oh, everything is here, guys. Guys, I'd say you got. It's just gonna be this one. It's gonna be a slideshow. Yeah, I really guys consider that maybe there would be folks like me who would would skip through the entire video. Yeah, you put everything here. You put and almost nothing here. Like, guys, this isn't where the this is the convincer part of the project. This is where the bulk is. Okay, this is where you should have put the freaking graphics. Gosh. Anyways, let's just we're not playing the video because I can just do this. And the art's fine. We're not gonna go for it. Like seriously, these previews I could have would be better shown here. Goodness gracious, like oh yeah, like heck. Oh wait, I just realized they only just covered the freaking paid ports. That's man, the layout of the stupid thing is stupider by the minute. Like guys, show the deck first before you blabber on about Arcana. This is that's a good I just don't cover tarot cards for reasons for personal reasons. Okay, I don't kind of do it because I'm not really into I'm not a big fan of cartomancy. But barring that, this is like seriously. Okay, we're gonna make it cards. Okay, this is the cards. Guess what? We're gonna talk about the freaking at that. Oh, see, we're gonna talk about the mystical stuff about the deck of cards. Like, shut up! Just show the freaking cards. Like I may be like talking bull because like I said, I never covered tarot decks, and I have no idea if this is the usual way a tarot design is covered. But like, all you guys have to do is have a standard deck of playing cards and just add the extra tarots over there. Okay, this isn't rocket science. I'm sure I'm sure I won't see this stuff when like the tarot when one like a tarot project would be the freaking just a freaking rehash of the Rider Waite, which is like every other tarot deck out there. This is like this. I think this is just this is just no one cares. You should have just shown the pictures. You have set up like a unique ideation of stuff. That's what you should have done. This section is superfluous, and this gosh, and I'm not even gonna talk about how these. Um, I cannot name so aside from complete 70. There, I cannot name a single game. I can name two. Okay, I mean you probably don't count because do not play with freaking decks of these kinds. But there are 78 deck tarot games. In France. Okay, that's where it is. Heck, the entire concept of the tarot of the games where tarot cards are still alive. People still play them in freaking Central Europe. Oh man, this is one of those things. I'm gonna dedicate a bit of time to this. So here because seriously, like this standard deck of playing cards incomplete deck. No, eh, gosh, I will. Gosh. Okay, here's what happened. Here's what happened. Okay, generally speaking, the tarot deck as we know it is basically a deck of playing cards, wherein a 54 card deck, which would have had 4 court cards, which would go from 1 to 10, and then 4 court cards. Uh, was at 4 court cards of basically Jack, Cavalier, Queen, and a King. They were appended with 22 cards, who would cards that would be of the most powerful suit. Basically, this would be and basically this would be the ones where you play a trick would outdo every other card. And most card game historians believe that this concept of that this sort of trump that this was actually the forerunner of the modern trump suit in most card games. Late now, while card games, of course, have some coverage. Still has traction. Some folks still play it. What had happened later on is that for the other card games, they have found that they can imitate. What would happen for like the other card games, like for the simpler deck, is that instead of going for the expensive 78 card stuff, they could instead copy the effect of the trump of this powerful suit by through some arbitrarily assigning one of the suits as the trump suit. However that would work. Let's say it may be like we draw a card for that, or the dealer decides which suit is gonna be the trump suit, or even we bid for it. But this is where it comes from. Or just comes from. The whole esoterica around the tarot deck really happened later because some schmuck saw these saw Marseille tarot and thought, man, I know what these things. They look mystical. They gotta be mystical. Sorry, I really have to go around to that because I hate. This is one of the things I hate about it. Like these are playing. These were essentially playing cards, and the reason, and basically because, and really the the game as it went really never really took off like much, and the forms that are played today of the tarot game use a different set of cards that are practically secularized. They use French suits. No one uses the practically no one uses these Italian suited style tarots, and I guess the unusual of this would probably make someone unfamiliar think, damn, this must be mystical magic. Like seriously, I mean bonfire of the vent. Let me just check. I mean they would. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they would like ban. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess they would be like the Tory stuff. Playing cards would have been discouraged in the Middle Ages because they're gambling tools. It's not and guys, this a bit okay, and also definition is bad, but like I'm but like there's sort of no connection. It's just there's really it's esoteric of bull crappery. Anyway, Card Masters Precious Metals Edition. Wait, have I done this? I don't keep. If you guys are wondering, I don't keep track of any of these. So I gotta say this theme is metallic. I give them that. Though, uh, okay, so we're gonna start from the top. 14 days only. The must-have deck of the year. Devil signatures. Okay, unique. Okay, it is very metallic. They know what they're doing. So there's this one here. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's kind and the metallic sheen is fine. Kind of reminds me of a few artists. Anyway, yeah, the shiny, they got a shiny sheen. So the unique, the sort of, though, there's like a sort of, for some reason, really weak degree of uniqueness to them, but it could be excused, I guess. Makes sense. We're not gonna, so yeah, big hard pressure. I mean, this is, yeah, it's kind of nice, and there's even these thing, which apparently would be made of metal. Oh no, it'd be colored with a specific metal, so there's, yeah. I don't think there's actually gonna be metal in this. Would be crazy though. I mean, seriously, four different colors, and I guess if you just put a sheen to anything, you can reconcile any color combination. I'm gonna test that on. Nah, I'm saying, nah. It looks. I mean, yeah, like there's this one. Damn. The J there for like joke. And yeah, there's a card by Devon Scott and I. And yeah, it's good. I like the design. There might be some other gripes out there, but it's so cool and shiny. Next up is market manipulation playing cards. Initial deck offering. Okay. Loon Playing Cards announces the initial deck offering for its market manipulation deck series. A total of 1,500 Blue Edition and 1,500 Bear Edition will be offered to the public. Okay, that's finance and yeah, okay. My friendly point actually comes on. Okay. It's the third. Okay. I was trying to repeat around. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna continue. We're gonna keep on doing it. Looks like oh, is this like supposed to be worded like financial things? Anyway, so there's bear, there's bull, bear, bear. Look at bear. I have look at. So anyway, so two versions, bowl and edition. So there would be 1,500 sealed and numbered units. The bowl is green, bear is red. The shipping would be this much, but we're gonna get that, okay? Okay, no customs, no VAT, and pledge for a brick and get a free coin. Okay, two decks with bull and bear. So finance. So green tuck. The bear blue tool might come crashing down. Dark pink tuck. Two-way symmetrical court cards. Would the okay? This one is one-way cards. This one two-way. Okay, that's we're already good. We're already kicking out this off with something rather hopeful because this is the bear. This is the bull. Yeah, this one's like a similarity to them, but it's thematical. But there's some thematic, but I guess. So the cards are financial references and satirical Easter eggs. Okay, but this is some heavy financial 80s comic stuff. That's it. So this one has the yeah. So each one of them, of course, has some magic, some magical theming to it, and there's the aces that go like that. So yeah. Okay, the tux would be this. So both expect profit. Okay, frame. Okay. Green. So so next up is rare edition. Okay, everything red for bear. I'm a bit dumb when it comes to finance. Is it the bull edition? So you got these things, some add-ons, two times stickers. I should wait. Guns, jazz, and whiskey extras if you want. I I've got and then alternate yeah some prototypes. Damn, can you believe it? Get extras. So yeah, I gotta say though with which here these takes here are very nice, and the two decks are unique enough not to be like one of them cash grabby types. I'm not saying that the uniqueness is sort of enough. There is enough, but at least it's not like okay, here's the same deck with a different tint of paint. I'm talking about this along with me going off on about tangent about color variations and stamps, which actually by the way I really miss that sort of style where the different values of for the same stamp are just differentiated by color instead of actual different picture. Because I think big difference by picture is how things work nowadays. Mostly because it really is easier to distinguish by just changing the actual picture rather than going for the color. Anyway, um, gosh, playing cards in your frogs. Oh no, why is this done like this? This is this isn't exactly top tier design, is it? Frog. Uh, but I'm sure. Gosh, and even the freaking text is turning me off. Like, why would you do this in this kind of style? At least the merch looks okay, I guess. But I damn, I don't. But damn, I think I'm not saying it's a bad idea to do, but I don't really think. But I'm sure probably here for the Kickstarter, doing the Kickstarter for the capital. Okay, but anyway, I guess this man has a lot, just got frog in mind. So it's like, and gosh, we're not gonna. So I think, yeah, I think it's a place. So and there's just actually looking for funding to get these merch out. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check though. So let's do a little quick Google search. It did with my front. I hate you. So let's see. Oh, okay. This. Oh, it's this. Oh, okay. This thing here. I see. Okay, that's probably enough for me to know what's up. I hope. I hope this is actual merch. Okay. Though to be fair, for something that's basically like store merch. It does have the mood of tackiness to it, so you got that going. All right. Since I've covered everything here, it's gonna be a good night from. It's gonna be. Yep. I'm gonna have to end this because I'm not gonna pursue this any further. And this, I'm. Yeah, I'm like covered most of this. I don't want to like screw it up. So it's a good night for me. We're gonna find someone worth raiding as usual. We're gonna let's see if we, let's see. Asking for suggestions might be a terrible idea nowadays. We're gonna go with blindly, I guess. I might. So it's gonna be one of those case things. Hope for the best, basically, which would take a while because I'm like going at the wrong places. So we're gonna instead use a different set of recommendations. That is, I have. Oh no. Okay. Um, I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna. Yeah. Let's just say if I were in it, I could. I've been a bit more open with raid choice with raid targets. Just that. Yeah. It's not an easy thing to find someone worthy. It's an art. Okay, I'm just gonna check some. So yeah, we're going in. We're going in blind. So there's a okay. Even though I'm gonna rate an art streamer, let's hope I don't get hacked over. So one, two, beep. Thank you so much for joining in this part of time. Hey, you have a great morning, night, or whenever. So thank you so much for watching, and God bless.